Hi YouTube, hope you're doing well. This Yellow Hybrid deck, I've been rocking Yellow Hybrid ever since it came out, and it is good again in the BT13 Ultimate Cup format. It can address all the big scary matchups like the Mirage Galgamon, the blue for the Balfamon, and it's got some text to just live through the format. And they're all yellow cards, so it fits in that monocolor rule. And I'm a big fan of Yellow Hybrid, so I really want to show off this deck for you today. And I got no other introduction besides that. You know I love Yellow Hybrid, so hopefully you will enjoy my enthusiasm. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And of course, like the video, subscribe to the notification bell, smash potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing Digimon videos go live. I hope you enjoy deck profile. In my Yellow Hybrid deck, I'm a very big fan of 5 eggs, because sometimes it is so slow that you go through all 5 eggs. So 4 Upamon to attack once per turn when you have 3 or less security, and 1 Cupimon to attack when you have 5 or more security. Cupimon is, if it's your first egg, it's great. If it's not your first egg, it's kind of mid. But you'd rather have the 5th egg in your deck than not in some games, so it's fine as it is. Upamon's the one that mainly gets you draw power because you like to sit at the 3 security range a lot, and Upamon rewards you for that, so you love to see it. Now we move on to the rookies, and we are still on the Lotmon package. I'm a very big believer of the Lotmon package in this deck. I think the Lotmon package is really good. Like, Lotmons are just good cards. For example, this Lotmon that heals you if you have Shu Chong in the field and have 3 or fewer security, that's a really good on-play ability. You'll love to see it. And then we have 2 copies of the other Lotmon that's cool. The one that you get to play, peek at the top card of your security, you get to add it to your hand if you want. If you do, you draw a card. So it's kind of like a Pot of Greed in the sense, only takes 1 away from your security instead of your deck. But, you know, getting 2 cards in your hand at the start of the game isn't a terrible idea. You can also use it later to help manage your security better, which matters with some of your tamers. So, 2 Lotmon, not as good as healing, obviously, but still a very good card, has applications, helps you with math. It's really good. We like math. And then 2 more rookies in the deck, absolute minimum 8 in my opinion. We play Pillowmons. This is for the meta call of the Ultimate Cup format. Balfamon is really good, as well as other decks that like to play things by effects. Pillowmon is just there to stop them in their tracks from playing things like that. Does Pokemon come up all the time? Not really, but sometimes it does, and it's really good. Sometimes it's an egg that you just evolve in the back, and then you evolve your champions on top of, which we're going to go to right now. The only non-hybrid champion we play in this deck are 4 copies of the new Geogreymon. This Geogreymon is one of the best tools you could have given to Yellow Hybrid. Like, it's actually insane the value this card has. What it does is you evolve it for 3, because I'm not playing any Agumons, but when you evolve, you look at your security, you play a Tamer. And you heal 1. It's actually crazy the value that the card gets you. So, you know, honestly, really good card just with that effect alone. You play 4 copies of it. But we're also playing it for the inheritable effect. When one of your Yellow Tamers becomes suspended, you may pop a 3k or less. So it's really good at outing and knowing little floodgates and when rookies are on the board, and that's fine. But you can also combo with some of your other DP reducing cards in the deck that we do play some of. And, you know, you kill things. Like you do just like regular old Shine Greymon BT13, you know what I mean? So we like the Geogreymon a lot. Geogreymons are really busted in my opinion. And then we're playing, obviously, 8 hybrids in the champion slot. And then moving up to ultimates, the 1 Jet Sylphie. Because for some reason, Jet Sylphie is still at 1. And while I don't quite understand Bandai's reasoning for keeping such a mid card at 1, you know, yeah, we need to play 1 copy of it because it heals you when you evolve into it. So that's pretty strong. And yeah, as long as you hybrid and trade your healing 1, which is really easy to do. So now on to the rest of the ultimates here. The ultimates, the rest of the deck can really go dealer's choice in my opinion. The nice thing about Yellow Hybrid again is that you can do anything you want with this deck. There's so much flexibility in deck building. So ratios are up to the user, you know, whatever you feel comfortable with. What I feel comfortable with is starting off with 3 copies of the original Rise Greymon, the one that just plays a tamer when it evolves, and gives you a Sec +1 inheritable if you have 3 or more tamers, which you will. And we do take advantage of that because we do play cards that obviously evolve on the Rise Greymon, such as 3 copies of Rise Greymon X. Really good in a hybrid deck because when you evolve it, either for 4 or for 1, if you have a Rise Greymon underneath it, you just play a tamer. And that one doesn't negate the on-play like the other Rise Greymon does. So like if it's a TK or something, you get to activate it right away, which is really strong. And then, if you evolve to a Rise Greymon, you do 2,000 DP damage to something, for every tamer you have on the board. Again, combos quite nicely with Geo Greymon potentially, if you can suspend a tamer later on in turn. On top of that, it's 1000 DP during your turn for every tamer you have. So potentially really big body with Sec +1 usually. Really powerful card. That's a good top ending by itself. But we do of course play Mega Digimon, such as 3 copies of Venusmon. I'm a very, very big fan of Venusmon. I think the card is incredible. Like a blanket Holy Flame on Evo that says your Holy Flame on Evo cards can't like attack when attacking one evolving effects is really good. And obviously it doesn't work quite like that. It's just anything with a security attack modifier can't activate when digivolving or when attacking effects. In addition to that, they can't be attacked by something with a security modifier. So like you can swing in it with you know, like a Sec +1 or whatever, and then all of a sudden, you know, a Balfamon can't like attack into it, a Ragemo can't attack into it because of that security +1 usually when you do its thing. And there's other cards in the format that also give you Sec +1. You know, so Venusmon really kind of clutch against the format, honestly. There's nothing wrong with evolving into it, and like Mirage Gagumon all of a sudden can't do any damage to you that turn. Blue Flare all of a sudden can't do any damage to you that turn. Balfamon's very limited by the amount of damage it could do. Mirror Match, Venusmon's crazy. So like, Venusmon's really good. I want to play a 4th copy of it, but deck space is really tight. But yeah, 3 copies of it's pretty good. And we are playing a level 7, as it is a yellow deck. And we are playing the 1 copy of Shine Greymon Ruin Mode. Ruin Mode is really good. Evolves for 5, because we don't play Shine Greymon in the deck. But when evolving and on deletion, you do a global 5000 neg to everything to the end of your opponent's board, until the end of your opponent's turn, sorry. And then when it attacks, at the end of attack, you can delete it, you can recover an egg, pop a Digimon, and that's very, very powerful, honestly. Not to mention you get the heal one as well when it dies. So it just gives you more healing power in the deck, and we love healing power. The ability to just throw more cards in security is really good, because it has a chance to throw in your options and your tamers, which we're going to go to right now, with 4 copies of TK to start. TK is obviously just one of your best tamers in the deck, because it just gets you any card you want and recovers 1. It's a memory tamer as well. It combos really well with the Geo Greymon, because if Geo Greymon takes TK, TK then can take anything else you want in security. So like, you're getting 2 heals for the price of 1, really, and that's pretty good. That's actually like super valuable. You'll love to see it. Then we're playing 3 copies of Tai and Kari. I'm a big fan of Tai and Kari because at the start of your turn, if you have 3 less security, gain memory, and same with your opponent, gain memory as well. Your turn you can suspend to make your opponent's Digimon -2000 in security. It comes up too sometimes, but it is really there for the extra memory you get, because it's really easy to keep yourself at 3, and it's really easy to keep your opponent at 3. It's literally as easy as crashing your egg, Digimon, whatever it is, into security, maybe attacking with a hybrid or something. So it's very, very easy to do Tai, and that's really, really good. So 3 copies of it, because I think the tamer is absolutely phenomenal. Then we're on 2 copies of Shu Chongwang, because this is a Lopmon base, and on play Lopmon from your hand, which is really, really cool. Obviously, you can activate the on plays, and both Lopmons have on plays, so that's pretty good. And then start of your turn, if you have 3 or fewer security, you draw a card. It is mandatory, so you know, you don't, like, be careful that you don't deck yourself out or anything like that, but like, you do draw a card, and you want to draw cards. You need to deck thin, deck thin, deck thin. The more you deck thin, the more chance you have of winning the game. Then we're on 2 copies of Cody. Cody has a start a main phase effect that says you have yellow Digimon, you get memory, and then during your turn, if you have a Digimon with 2 or more colors attack, you can suspend it to give something -2000 DP. This works with either Geo Greymon, Rise Greymon X, or Shine Greymon Ruin Mode. You can suspend the Cody to do 2000 damage or something. You know, it's actually really cool with Shine Greymon Ruin Mode, because sometimes your opponent will be chilling with a 12,000 on board or something. You evolve Ruin Mode the same turn, and then you swing, Cody activates, it's another 2, and then you delete the Shine Greymon attack, another 5. So it's 12,000 damage to 10,000 to the board, 12,000 is something specific, and it just kills boards. But it's really cool. Cody's a good card. I can't complain about Cody too much. On to more tamers though. We play 1 copy of TK and Izzy. TK and Izzy is a really interesting tamer that I just kind of like as a one-of in most decks that are hybrid based in the yellow world. You start your main phase, you gain a memory if you control 5 or higher Digimon, and the same goes if your opponent controls a 5 or higher Digimon. So in Ultimate Cup format, people are chilling with level 5 and 6s on board. You know what I mean? Baphomet Sleep Mode, chilling. Metal Greymon and Blue Flare, chilling. You know what I mean? So TK and Izzy can get you some value out of that. And then on top of that, when you evolve, you can suspend the Tamer to do -1000 something. Could come up. It could help you kill something. I know it has for me. So the 1 mana copy of it is okay. And the last Tamer we're playing today is 1 copy of TK and Kari. Very old Tamer nowadays, but start of your turn, if you're losing, you gain 2 memory. So really good, because again, you can manipulate your security, right? And, you know, it's not uncommon for you to hold back resources, and then your opponent tries to get an attack on you. Oh, you're at 4 all of a sudden? Okay, no problem. Play TK Kari, and it's your turn. Now, it is only good at the start of the game, really. It can get some traction for you if you keep it on the board later. But, you know, it's a really good starter game Tamer. If you don't have it, you don't really want it anymore. So, just a 1 copy of it is fine, in my opinion. Now, we have 6 cards left in the deck, and they are the options. Obviously, 1 copy of Sunrise, because it's at 1, and 1 copy of Reinforced Memory Boost, because it's also at 1. But then for the option that really makes or breaks, in my opinion, we have 4 copies of Lonky. Lonky is a card. It's an 8-cost option that you're hoping sits in your security, 1 or 2 copies of it per game. When you activate the card, you do 12,000 damage to something if you have 3 or more security. If you're activating it with 3 or less security, it also sticks a card in your opponent's security. A Digimon in your opponent's security. This is very good against burst modes, because burst modes will just swing into security. You'll be down for sure, and then Lonky activates, and that burst mode just goes away. And their whole turn is basically over when the burst mode goes away. So, it's really good against that. It's also good against Alphamon or Ryukin. It's also good against most boss monsters as well. You know, like the Greymon X prevents you from bouncing the hand or deck or deletion, and all of a sudden it's like, oh no. So, you know, it's really good. Like, the card is a really good removal card. Don't forget that in security, let's say you have 5 security, right? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 security. Okay. They attack this one, alright, whatever. If this card checked is a Lonky, you get both effects of Lonky, because technically at this point you have 3 security left. So just make sure you know that about Lonky. If it comes up sometimes, and when it does, it's really good. You're hoping to heal a bunch of Lonkies through your Geo Greymons, through your TKs, Lotmons. You're hoping just stick Lonkies in security so that it does the work for you, so that you can worry about OTKing with hybrid strats. And it's also good against, it's like removal, it's like Chaos Deck, but Chaos Deck isn't legal. So we gotta sell for Lonky. But Lonky's really good. And even activating it for 8, if you have 3 security, is still really freaking powerful. So I have 4 copies of it. It's a meta call for the Ultimate Cup meta. I like it a lot. You guys can try it out. Let me know what you think. But that's it. That's Yellow Hybrid. I'm a really big fan of Yellow Hybrid. I'm like considering actually playing it for one of the Ultimate Cups. I might. I have no idea yet. But the deck, I think, has potential. I've tested it against Mirage and Baphomet and Blue Flare, and it does fine in those matchups. So I think that it can do fine for you too. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.